How to grow a quotes page on Instagram. What's going on, guys? Thor here, back with a new video of the niche project. It's episode 3, and in this video we're going to be looking at how you can grow a quotes page on Instagram. These pages are probably the best ones on Instagram when it comes to monetization. Monetizing quotes pages and motivational quotes pages are probably the easiest ones unless you have a personal brand. But when it comes to niche pages, these are the best ones that you can use to make a living off of. Now, I don't have a huge page in this niche myself. I used to have a page at 20,000 followers, which I sold like half a year ago, but I did recently get in contact with the Positive Diaries, which is a page with 300,000 followers, and he gave me his top 6 tips when it comes to growing a page in this niche. Now, I'm also curious to know how many followers you guys have on your quotes pages. I know a lot of you guys run these pages, so let me know down below how many followers you have on your page, because I would be very interested in knowing that. Also, make sure to go down below and vote for the niche you want me to make a video on. The way this series works is that the comment with the most likes until I make the next video is the niche I'm going to be talking about. So just drop the niche you want me to make a video on down below, and also give a like to the niches you potentially would want to see a video on, and the comment with the most likes will be the niche I make the next video on in the niche project series. So let's just jump onto this. Tip number 1 is consistency. I know it's boring, but he recommends you to post at least 3 to 4 times a day. Now, if you are newer, if you have a newer page, you should be posting up to 6 to 8 times a day. That is what he recommends, and that is what he has been doing consistently himself to grow such a huge page. This is probably one of the very few niches you can post multiple times a day, up to like 12 times a day, without bothering your followers, because people really like seeing these quotes on a day-to-day basis, and people don't really get bothered seeing 2 or 3 quotes per day on their Instagram feed. The biggest page on Instagram in the motivational quotes niche at Millionaire Mentor, he posts every other hour, which means 12 times every single day. He's posting 12 times a day, so why are you not posting more than twice a day? Tip number 2 is quality. He recommends you to make relatable content to your niche, bio, and name. Now, what he means with this is to be specific. Specify the niche and the content. You could, for example, be posting motivational quotes or just normal quotes. You could be posting these quotes with famous people in the background of the image. You could be posting the quotes on black and white backgrounds. You could be, for example, taking a picture of a book and then outlining in the book the quote. There's so many different ways that you can be creative and posting these quotes. You just really have to figure out your style and be unique about it, be specific, and that way it's going to be much easier for you to grow the page rather than just posting the average Joe's quotes like everyone else is doing, because nobody is really going to be interested in that because they've seen it 10 times before. So be creative and niche down. Tip number 3 is to put in effort to reply to DMs and comments. Pretty self-explanatory. Again, it's boring, but just freaking do it. Tip number 4 is networking. Join some potential networks and also network with other influencers in your niche. This might lead to you guys getting to know each other and also potentially doing business with each other, which will lead to you getting exposed to their network and also lead to you getting to know other bigger pages, other bigger influencers in that same niche. Networking is probably the biggest key when it comes to growing pages on Instagram, but it's probably the most overlooked thing as well. You need to be networking, you need to be creating connections, which is why DM groups has become so popular. Tip number 5 is doing shoutout for shoutouts. Now, we all know that shoutouts for shoutouts are kind of dead, but in the motivational quotes niche, they really are not. This is because the reward a person gets from following just one other quotes page can be really high. Like, one quote can almost completely change someone's life. You've probably experienced it yourself. You're feeling down one day and then you see this quote and you instantly feel better. So the reward of just seeing one quote is very high. So people have a much bigger tendency to follow these pages compared to other pages, because again, the reward of following a page that posts quotes on a daily basis is very much higher. So if you run a quotes page, don't underestimate the power of shoutouts for shoutouts. Network with people and start doing them. Tip number 6 is investing. Now, What the Positive Diaries recommend is investing both your time and your money. You should be making this a part of your daily routine to be posting. Invest time into market research. Invest time into figuring out what quotes are the most popular and what quotes are not popular. Figure out what type of themes are most popular on quotes pages. If it's a black background, if it's a white background, if it's pictures of objects, whatever, you have to do your research and figure out what the most popular themes are and also what the most popular quotes are. Look on bigger pages, see what quotes are the most trending, see what quotes get the most engagement, and then yourself start reposting these quotes and making them into your own and posting them on your pages. It's probably the biggest key to growing a successful quotes page. It's market research, putting your freaking time down and researching the market, researching what works and what works not, testing, split testing, whatever you have to do, you have to put in time to research. He also recommends you to invest some money in bigger pages, getting shoutouts from bigger pages, because again, shoutouts are really popular in this niche, so you can experience a much better return on investment from a shoutout on a quotes page rather than a travel page. So hopefully those tips have been helpful for you guys. Now the two most important ones I would personally say is number 6, market research, really putting time into researching the market, and tip number 2, which is the quality and really niching down. You have to niche down because it's going to make it 10 times easier for you to get noticed and to get exposure, basically standing out. So if you found value from this video, smash a like, go down below and subscribe if you are not yet subscribed, and again, drop a comment down below letting me know what niches you want me to talk about next. The niche comment with the most likes is going to be the one I talk about in the next video. So make sure you go down and vote for whatever niche you want me to talk about yourself. And I will catch you all guys in the next video. Peace.